Cool, thank you. Thank you, Sue, and thank you to Cool Ventures for giving me this opportunity to talk about AI today. So, probably a lot of you are feeling a little bit like this guy at the moment. Every time you turn on your computer, listen to the news, you're just like, oh my God, something else new with AI. It's just mind-blowing every single day. New technology, new apps, new things are happening. So, hopefully by the end of this talk, you'll be feeling a little bit more like this. However, I do have about 15 hours of content, which I've got to cram into 15 minutes. So you might not quite look like this guy, but I'll do my best to help you out. So, okay, first a little bit about me. 25 years in the creative industry, doing all the things, graphic design, marketing, all those wonderful creative things. But yeah, it's totally me. It's totally me. Nothing to do with AI, that picture, obviously. But yeah, a couple of years ago, I was feeling like pretty like, oh my God, is this it? You know, I've been doing it for like 20 years, 25 years. I'm like, do I really want to carry on doing this creative stuff? Took a job as a account director for a big agency in London, like a maternity cover thing, did that for 6 months. And then literally came out of that and I turned on my computer and everyone was talking about this newfangled technology called AI. And I was like, interesting. So started playing with it, found this image generator called Midjourney, and then started creating all these, that's me looking a bit sad, weird and wonderful images, just like through typing in some text. And I was like, hang on a minute, this is pretty cool, this is pretty powerful stuff. And then I was just like, well, flashback 20 years, and the whole social media revolution, I just kind of bypassed that whole thing. I was like, I was born in the 70s, we didn't have mobile phones, we didn't have the internet. I was like, social media, it's just a trend, it's just, it'll fizzle out. I didn't really pay any attention to it. Big mistake, especially for business. I thought, you know what, I'm going to dive right into this whole AI thing and, ride the technological wave, embrace it fully. And that's what I've done over the last 2 years. So 2 years ago, this job landed on my desk. Somebody wanted a pitch deck for a TV show. I thought, right, I'm going to use this technology. So I created this image for the title page of the slides, Empires of Smoke, used my newfangled AI skills, and they were just blown away by the imagery. And there's about 100 pages of this, and they're just like, we can't believe you've created this in a short space of time. And it just spoke to them. I just hit the nail on the head with the images that I got, but it was, AI powered. And from that day on, I was hooked. I started creating all kinds of weird and wonderful images, movie posters, and then got into animation, animating these things, created an Instagram account, movie poster magic, and I was away. Even created a movie, which won a couple of awards, which was really cool. Again, all AI powered, but with humans as well. That was important to me. So that's me in a nutshell. That's literally me in a nutshell. Because you can do that now, and it's really easy to do. So why not? Okay, so let's get into it. Integrating AI into your daily workflows, AI tools, quick hacks to get you started, and basically the overall theme of this is to help you avoid overwhelm. So let's get into some things. Oh, prior to this, just some legal stuff. I went to a seminar a couple of weeks ago hosted by a local Bristol legal firm. Their take on it was basically don't use AI for anything, more or less, unless you want to get sued. But they did say you can use Getty Images because they train all their image generation stuff on stuff that they own. So, you should be safe with that. Or Microsoft Copilot, because Microsoft guarantee that if you use their stuff, somebody tries to sue you for it, they'll give you some legal support. But there are lots of caveats to that. So if you're blatantly ripping somebody off, then they won't support you. But there's more details on that website there, TechTarget. So that's Getty Images. The only problem with Getty Images is it's quite expensive. So that's a downside to it. But they do own iStock as well. So you can use their stuff on there, which is a little bit cheaper. There's a whole legal battle going on at the moment between Getty and one of our UK-based companies that's big in AI. So keep an eye out for that, because that could be a game changer in terms of how we use AI. But obviously, you've just got to do your own due diligence. I'm not a legal expert, but it's huge. The opportunity is huge. So I think it'd be foolish to ignore it and not kind of use it. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I'll check that out. No, that's brilliant, because that was one of the ones that the legal people were like, don't use Midjourney, whatever you do. So yeah, no, that's interesting. I'll check that out. So right, let's get into some tools. Fireflies. No more note taking ever. Even if you're in the room, you set this little AI note taker off, and it will do a summary of the meeting, action points, the whole thing. This week, I missed the meeting. It attended it for me. It attended it for me, made notes, action points, the whole lot. I didn't know it was doing that. I found out later what the setting was for that, but absolutely mind-blowing what that can do. Summarize podcasts. So we all love Stephen Bartlett, but his podcasts go on for a long time, 2 or 3 hours. Mapify, it will summarize the whole thing, put it into a nice diagram for you, and you can even ask it questions after right inside the app. So great bit of software if you're time poor, which I'm sure all of us are. Okay, search. So bye Google. Perplexity. Anyone heard of Perplexity? So yeah, it combines the best of the internet, allegedly, and AI to give you the answers that you want in a very clean and succinct way. So no advertising, just the answers that you want inside the interface. The only downside is that I think it's about $20, but I've got a hack to bring that price down for you, which I'll reveal later. Okay, agents. Probably hearing a lot about agents right now. Basically, an agent it's like think of it as like a suitcase or a virtual suitcase where you pack loads of information into it, and then it gives you access to that exclusive information that's, how shall we say, dedicated to whatever industry that you're in, or whatever you want to achieve. This one in particular, Gali Chats, I don't know if you pronounce it like that, Gali Chat, but it sits on your website and it can help with customer service or driving sales. Use it as part of your funnel. It's really easy to set up, and it just sits there on your website. So I don't know if you saw me on LinkedIn this week advertising this event, but you didn't actually see me because it wasn't me. It was an avatar of me. Again, HeyGen is a really simple AI app. You just upload a bit of video of yourself, and then you can tell it whatever you want to tell it, and it will present and create a video for you. So really powerful bit of software. I do feel I'm a bit wooden on that. I think I'm a little bit better in real life, but it's only going to get better, the technology. Which brings me on to video generation. So 3 types: text to video, video to video, and image to video. The tool I recommend is Runway. A couple of examples here. So you can create product shots, random stuff like a man walking down a supermarket aisle. He's got quite a healthy taste for fruit there and vegetables. So you never know quite what you're going to get with video generation. So you do have to tweak it. And a little micro ad that I created there for a local client of 2 people having a great time in their kitchen, as you do. So this is, I won't play the video of this one, but basically I film myself just doing whatever I do in my office at home, and then transformed it into some kind of space station thing. It was all very cool. If there's time at the end, I'll play it for you. What I really love about a lot of this software, most of it, it's just really simple to do it. It's like WYSIWYG. Anyone could do it, interfaces. You don't need to be a technical genius to do this stuff, which makes it really accessible. So this is image to video. This is a book cover design that I did for a local author, Jim Roberts, using some AI stuff, but a lot of the design work was by me. And this is image to video. The actual start of this video is text to video. So let's just have a little play, see if this works. That is essentially all AI, just through typing in stuff and using an image. Incredibly powerful. So onto text content generators. You've probably heard a lot of people talk about prompting. All prompting is essentially asking questions of the AI, which I'm sure most of you are aware of. Now, the most popular one, or almost the first one to the market, was ChatGPT. You're familiar with ChatGPT. What about Claude? Has anyone heard of Claude? Yeah? So Claude is my preference at the moment, just because I'm more creative. It gives me more human answers, not so robotic. And ChatGPT excels in complex logic, mathematical reasoning, and scientific problem solving, but it's also pretty damn good for the creative stuff, you know? It's about what you put in to it a lot of the time in terms of getting quality answers and results out. Okay, 5 top tips to avoid overwhelm. Be specific with your prompts. Start with clear objectives, define exactly what you need before asking. Include key details, specify format, length, tone, and audience. Break complex requests into steps. First help me with understand X, then we'll work on Y. Set boundaries on response length. Request concise answers when you need quick information, specific word counts or format constraints, bullet points, short paragraphs. Ask for summaries before diving into details. It's so easy to get lost in all of this stuff. You know, before you know it, you've got this whole long chain of information. You forget where you are. So just try and be really structured about how you approach it when you start prompting. Session planning. Start with a roadmap. Today I want to accomplish X, Y, or Z with your help. Set time limits for your AI sessions, because yeah, you can just 3 hours later you're still there prompting away. Create information filters. So ask for information layers. First give me a beginner concepts, then we can explore advanced ideas. You know, the list goes on. These are just kind of very sort of short highlights. Leverage output structuring. Basically request specific formats that are easy for you to process. Tables, numbered lists. Ask for visual organization like headings, bold text, key points. You can do all of this stuff. Obviously, a lot of these are American, so make sure you can type in, use British spelling, you know, avoid all the Zs. There's probably a few Zs in here, but yeah, my spelling is terrible. Bonus tip, one conversation, one topic. Don't ask ChatGPT to organize your shopping budget. At the same time, you ask it for advice on your social media strategy. I've done that. Okay, so is there a better way than ChatGPT and all the rest of it? Well, there is. There's software like this, Reactor IS, where you just put in what you want your post to be about, put in some inspiration, tell it what type of formats you want, and hey presto, a couple of minutes later, you've got all your LinkedIn posts, whatever social media platform you need, and you're away to the races. So simplification, really nice. Similar one, authorless. You have to put in loads more information on this one to begin with, but then it will just churn out the content that you want. It's a local guy as well, I think, that started this in Bath. So good to support a local business. Image generators. So ChatGPT have just brought out an image generator. This is what I did with me in a nutshell. I just changed it a couple of times. Literally just typed in facing camera, and this is what it came back with. It kind of lost the style of me, so it's not that great. It needs a bit of work, but gives you an idea of what can be achieved. Mid-Journey, we've already talked about. You can just create some weird and wonderful stuff in here. But what I wanted to focus on was stuff that was more relevant and easily accessible, and just stuff that you might need for your business today. So we all need social media, headshots, things that we're doing in business when we attend events like this. Quickly, this is just a really rubbish photo that this guy's uploaded to this system, Sector Labs, and this is what it came back with. Pretty impressive, yeah? And here's some absolutely shocking ones of me. Don't ask me what the suit is about. I have no idea. I did not tell it to do that. But it's not a subscription fee, which I like about this one. You just upload a couple of images of yourself, and then it comes back with hundreds of different options that you can then use wherever you want to use them. I'm pretty sure my forehead isn't that big either, but It could be. I have no idea. If you want a bit more control, there's something called RenderNet. You can, again, just upload an image of yourself, or you can create AI avatars. Really easy to use. You can define all kinds of different things. If you're not happy with the clothes that you're wearing, you just, it's a bit formal, so I put him in a t-shirt, nice t-shirt there with a dog on. You can just do whatever you want. It's absolutely bonkers what you can do. But RenderNet, check it out. It's a fun app. But Mark, I hear you say, all of this is looking very, very expensive. All these different apps, 20 bucks here, 20 bucks there, blah, blah, blah. So this week I discovered Gamesco, I think it says Gamesco, where basically you join up with other people and bring the subscription fees down. So on Perplexity, for instance, I think it's $20. It's like €4.67 on Gamesco. So check that one out. You can save yourself probably quite a bit of money on that one. So just to conclude, AI can help you save time, save money, generate ideas, create content, and lots more. It really is, I feel, like the biggest technological revolution ever. Don't let it pass you by like I did with social media. I think get involved, start using it, bring it into your processes, no matter what. Just embrace it and see what it can do for your business. So if you need any help with any of it, these are my contact details. I think the guys will send out a copy of this. If that's okay, that'd be great. And yeah, if you feel like you've learned something today, I would love it if you could give me a Google review. And if you want to keep in touch, just scan the code on the right. I'm going to put together a newsletter that will just hopefully inform people about what's happening in the AI world. Maybe even set up an AI community for businesses to be a part of. So I think that's it. Thank you very much. Any questions?